European milling wheat is looking interesting. My name is Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is May the 22nd, 2025, and I want to take a look at European milling wheat futures chart. It's the continuous chart, and this is the monthly chart. So I find this really interesting. Take a look at these moving averages here. So the green one is the 50-month moving average, right? And just look how significant that has been over time, right? It's acted as some sort of resistance, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. Again, support here. I would say this is resistance here. And, these moving averages, they matter, right? And the purple one is a 200-month moving average. And take a look at this. We've got down below the 200-month moving average for, 6 or 7 months at a time, maybe even 8 months back here in 17, but it hasn't stayed below that moving average for for more than a year, I guess you might say. We keep finding support there, right? So take a look at what we're seeing here. This is again, we saw this dip down in February, March, and April of last year. Found some support from the 200-month moving average, and we're finding that again here. I'm going to zoom right in so you can take a look at this a little bit better. And you can see that we came down and tested it back here in April, and now we've got a green candle forming on this month here in May. So most of the way through the month now, halfway through, a little bit more, and 3/4 of the way through, I guess. And we're finding some buyers from this 200-month moving average. So that's going to be interesting. So we want to keep an eye on this in the long term. If we break below that, we want to exercise some caution, some risk management. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. And the weekly chart, it's interesting too here, I guess. So you can see here, this is the 200-week moving average and how that's acted as resistance. And the 50-week moving average hasn't really, I guess, has acted as some sort of reaction to the price here too. The price has reacted to it in the past. But right now we're trading below that. It's testing these lows back here in August of last year, August of 2024, April 24. And we're finding some support from the 200-month moving average, but the green 50-week is starting to decline. It doesn't look very encouraging to me. The only thing that's really encouraging is that 200-month moving average, and this could be a stage 1 accumulation. Okay, it could be a stage 1 accumulation if we have it'll hit the stage analysis lesson here. This is what I would call a stage 1 accumulation, stage 2 markup. I would say this here would be somewhere in here would be a stage 3 distribution, and then we entered in a stage 4 decline back here. I would argue in November of 2022, and the prices have really been lower and fluctuating sideways really since, well, I don't know, 23, last 2 years anyways. So this could be forming another basing pattern, but right now we're not getting any signs that it's going higher, and this could be just could be a stage 3 distribution. We don't have our distributions quite right, and we're moving lower. So we want to, before we jump to conclusions, the price is going higher, we want to see some higher prices, right? We want to see some price action, and basically want to get above this 200-week moving average, certainly above 240. The daily chart, I'll show you something here. So back here in November, we suggested this could happen with the price. Well, it didn't happen, so let's get rid of that. And, we're below declining 200-day moving averages, below declining 50-day moving averages. There's very little to be optimistic. The trend is down. Any long positions, it might be short in nature, short in duration. It's very difficult to enter a long position here as the odds are stacked against you. But keep an eye on these charts in the longer term. This could be a longer term base we're forming. Could be a stage 1 accumulation, and we could see higher prices. Or we're still in a stage 3 distribution or a continuation of a stage 4 decline. My name is Trent Klarenbach. Sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.